If you have a student who's walking to school, is a block away, you know that student is going to that school, you know it's the day of his prom, you know he's graduating in a couple of weeks, and you know I've asked for consideration in this case. So unless I'm misguided, if he's walking to school or near the school, near a place of worship, going to church, doesn't make any difference whether he's arriving or departing or waiting at the bus stop on the way to school, he's a target. Is that correct?
Your question, there's a lot of factors to consider. Is he arrested in a parking lot at school? We probably wouldn't do that.
I mean, this is a student who is obeying the law, and I can remember many discussions. I've worked on this issue a long time, not 33 years, as long as you have. And the whole idea here was, and which I agree with, that if people are disrupting the public, if they've committed a crime, if they're a danger to the community. But here, if you have a student who's walking to school, waiting at a bus stop, you have somebody who's ready to arrest him. Is that correct?
Well, I want to make something clear. The case you're talking about, no one knew there was a prom. The officers, certainly aren't going to go intentionally go arrest somebody just so he can't go to a prom. That's not what we do. Americans expect us to foster compliance with the law. And to do that, we got to have, a robust and diversified enforcement. There should be no one that violates the law, and this young gentleman, by entering the country illegally, committed a crime. That's a crime. 8 U.S.C. 1325. He committed a crime by entering this country illegally. He had his due process through several channels of judicial process, had his day in court, had his due process, and was ordered removed. So we're talking about somebody that's had his due process. He lost his case, and because we don't like the results of that case, we forget about it. Well, there'd be no integrity in the system if we don't uphold the rulings of a judge. I don't know where else in the American justice system any other agency is told to ignore a judge's ruling. It doesn't happen any place else but in our context. I think it's important. This is a country of laws. We need to stand by the laws. The country I grew up in, if you're violating the law, you should be uncomfortable. He should be looking over his shoulder. If he's in this country in violation of law, has been ordered removed, he should be worried that he's going to be arrested. There should be no population of persons that are in this country illegally, violated law, then had a final decision from a judge to feel comfortable that he don't have to worry about somebody arresting him. The IRS doesn't go and audit everybody, but we all know it's a possibility. The Highway Patrol can't arrest everybody for speeding, but we speed. We know it's a possibility we could stop. It should be no different with immigration enforcement. We're a law enforcement agency that enforces the law, and we shouldn't play favorites.
How many, within the New York area, how many individuals are you pursuing, roughly?
In New York, I have no idea.
Well, what I'm trying to get to, I'm assuming there's a priority, and for many years that I've been involved in this issue, if there are people that really are dangerous to the welfare of their community, if they've committed a felony, if they've committed a crime, there's a priority. And I just wondered where a student who's going to school, working hard, hopefully get to work, where is he on a priority list?
Our priorities is threats to community safety, public safety, criminal aliens. After that, is, along with that,
so you've
national
arrested
security.
Everybody who's a threat to the community, public safety. So you're going after a student who's graduating and is law-abiding.
It's not law-abiding. He violated the law and was told by an immigration judge, you must leave, and he failed to do so.
And continued. My time is up.
But if you can help me, ma'am, let's talk about New York State. If I had access to the county jails, if people honored my detainer, I could arrest people in the safety and security of a county jail. But since I can't, I have to go to the neighborhoods. That's what puts fear in the immigrant community. Is my officers knocking on doors in their neighborhoods. If I had access to the county jail, I've had less officers in the community. If I had access to the county jail, I arrest the bad guy in the county jail and not goes to a home where I'm probably going to find other people here illegally that I'm going to take into custody. So all these folks that don't want us in county jails, they need to think about they're putting their communities at risk. Number one, a criminal alien's going to go back into that community, and I don't think the immigrant community wants a child molester or someone that's been arrested 6 times for DUI in their communities. I don't. I think they want the communities to be safe too. So the more access I have to the jails, the more detainers that are honored, the less of the situation you described will be happening.
Thank you.